Hey guys, welcome to Average Jays and welcome back to the Undertakers Wrestlemania Streak. The Undertaker's 21st WrestleMania win was at WrestleMania 29, April 7th, 2013, at the Metlife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey, to face CM Punk. On the March 4th episode of Raw, which celebrated Old School Raw, The Undertaker made his return, his first appearance since Raw 1000. He opened the show, signalling any challenger to face him and try and end his undefeated WrestleMania streak at the event. CM Punk, Randy Orton, Big Show and Sheamus all declared they wanted to face The Undertaker, prompting Raw's general manager, Vickie Guerrero, to set a fatal four-way match among the four later that night. CM Punk won the match by pinning Orton, earning him the match against The Undertaker. The following night, Undertaker and Kane's former manager Paul Bearer died of respiratory problems. The next week on Raw, Punk interrupted Paul Bearer's tribute segment to boast that he would break Undertaker's streak, which prompted Kane to attack Punk, although Punk escaped. Later that night, Kane defeated Punk in a no disqualification match before Undertaker came to the stage to perform his signature taunt with Kane to honour Paul Bearer. Punk interrupted once again by hitting Kane with the Undertaker's urn, which prompted Undertaker to chase him away, and Punk escaped with the urn. On the March 18th episode of Raw, The Undertaker came to the ring to tell Punk he had one chance to return Undertaker's property, but was interrupted by Punk on the Titantron, who further boasted about being the one to snap the streak, while nonchalantly tossing the urn in the air. Disguised as a druid, Punk further assaulted Undertaker on Raw and consistently beat him with the urn. Punk then boldly opened the urn and emptied its ashes over the fallen Undertaker, thus igniting their feud. In the match at WrestleMania, Punk first tried to intimidate The Undertaker, finally slapping him. Undertaker retaliated with a chokeslam attempt, but Punk countered it with a roundhouse kick to the back of the head. Undertaker delivered a big boot to Punk and threw him outside, where they brawled. Undertaker cleared the Spanish broadcast table and executed a guillotine leg drop on the ring apron to Punk. Back in the ring, Undertaker attempted his signature move Old School, but was pulled off the top rope. Punk then stole the move and used it against The Undertaker. Undertaker attempted a big boot to the corner but was caught on the top rope when Punk moved. Punk executed a flying double axe handle and then attempted to steal the old school again, but was thrown from the ring. Undertaker then ran the ropes in an attempt to perform his signature over-the-top suicide dive, but Paul Heyman stepped onto the apron and got in his way. Undertaker then attempted to chokeslam Heyman, but Punk saved his manager by connecting with a springboard clothesline on the Undertaker for a near fall. Punk then performed a running high knee in the corner and short arm clothesline, followed by a diving elbow drop on the Undertaker for another 2 count. Punk then attempted the go to sleep, but Undertaker countered with the chokeslam for another 2 count and then hit the snake eyes. Punk retaliated with a spinning heel kick and threw Undertaker to the outside. Undertaker tried to last ride Punk through the table he had cleared, but Punk countered and kicked him in the back of the head. Punk then laid Undertaker on the announce table, climbed the turnbuckle and executed another diving elbow drop onto the broadcasting table. The referee began counting Undertaker out as Punk made it back into the ring, but Undertaker made it back into the ring with just 1 second to spare. As Punk attempted to pick him up from the mat, Undertaker suddenly attempted a Hell's Gate. Punk countered into a bridging pin for another near fall. Punk then secured the Anaconda Vice, but Undertaker powered through to his feet and tried another chokeslam, which Punk reversed into a go to sleep, but Undertaker immediately rebounded off the ropes and nailed Punk with a tombstone for a dramatic near fall. Back on their feet, the two traded blows and the referee was knocked down in the chaos. Punk hit the high knee again, but Undertaker took advantage of the position by attempting a last ride. While Punk was on Undertaker's shoulders, Heyman handed him the urn, which he struck on the back of Undertaker's head. Punk then mocked Undertaker's traditional pinning style, but only got the 2 count. Punk and The Undertaker proceeded to trade near finishes, with The Undertaker's tombstone finally winning out, securing his victory and improving his streak to 21-0. He reclaimed the urn and walked backstage, pausing at the top of the ramp to raise his fist. In the next episode of The Streak, we see The Undertaker take on Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 30. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any feuds you'd like us to cover, any matches, please drop them in the comments. Thank you for watching and join us next time.